In this video, I'm going to tell you not about a game, but about a product related to gaming. And it is a product that is interesting to me because it is a sign of the times. It is a sign of tabletop gaming moving from being just an occasional hobby that people just play from time to pass the time, to a true culture that is something that matters to people, something that comes with an emotional, with a psychological investment. And the Gamekeeper is basically a product, a glorified notebook that allows you to record your games. As the introduction says here, the idea is that you're gonna log your games this way, you're gonna write down interesting stuff, and 20 years from now you're gonna look at it and be like, whoa, that's amazing, look at that. And I know many people do like to log their games. Many people do that on Board Game Geek. They rate games, they write down how many they played, notes, etc., etc. So now if you wanna do it on paper instead of on Board Game Geek, you can. Of course, it's not that you couldn't before. Basically, this is a glorified, specialized notebook. There is nothing that you can do with the Gamekeeper that you could not do with a nice notebook. But still, if you want the specialized version, now you do have it. So it starts with a section where you can write the list of games that you played. And it's 2 pages that games wish list. Probably too optimistic that a single page would do. Who has just a single page of like what, 20 games in their game wish list? And then you have this section here, each page having 2 sections representing game results, and this is the biggest section of the Gamekeeper. It's over 100 pages of simply tables like this one, giving you space to write on the title of the name, the winners, and where everybody was at the end of the game, points, other notes, what was the biggest, longest, most, whatever applies, notes, and summary. And this really is the heart of the Gamekeeper. Again, nothing that you couldn't do with a notebook, saying name of the game and then these same things. Also, you know, I don't mind the idea of a glorified, specialized notebook for my games. I just would like it to look a little more attractive. This, frankly, looks like something I could design with the Word program. I'm sure that's the technical term, with Word on my computer. And again, I'm not even sure what the name of the program is. I think it's Word.com or Word Doc. That tells you, but I think when I make a table in Word for a document for a meeting, it more or less looks like this. Maybe I use font that is a little fancier or something. I like something more, art, a motif, fantasy, sci-fi, whatever. It just looks very cold and drab to me. So first we have the section here for just general games, and I guess implicit is for competitive games, because then we have a section dedicated to where you write the results of your cooperative game. So with players, points, others, and if you won or the game won. After that, we have a short section for your all-time records. And what happens if then you beat your all-time records? Then I guess you just move on to another line. Records of what? It's up to you. And then personal win-loss record. And I guess actually, you know, maybe I'll get a notebook and I'll have a list section about this one, because that would be fun for my greatest losses and least disappointing victories. So the Gamekeeper, I'll be blunt, I don't think I'm going to use it. I already don't log board games as is. I just like to live in the moment, and I like, you know, my brain to do its own natural selection if there are games that I remember, and there are many. It's because they matter in a special way, and there are games that I don't remember. I just trust that my brain did the right thing, and if it didn't, I don't know. So the Gamekeeper, It's an interesting sign of the time. It's an interesting idea. The very fact that somebody thinks, oh, that this could interest to people, to me, it's interesting in itself. Whether or not I'm going to personally use it, because again, it shows that people are committed to games. I'm sure many of you will find at least the idea pretty interesting, whether or not you actually purchase this glorified notebook here. To record, to log your games. Maybe you do it already. You know, let me know what you think. Let me know what your login habits are. In general, this is the Gamekeeper. Not for me personally, but I was happy to show it to you because maybe it is something for you that you will enjoy.